This summer, I decided to do a little experiment. I decided to spend most of my time at home with my family, and for once, to not be constantly running around somewhere with someone. So I decided to use that time to actually pay attention to what is around me and what is inside of me, to focus and to imbibe more of my surroundings. And these experiments actually made me learn some things, and one of the first things that I actually learned and was very excited and happy about is how much nature has the power to heal. I've never identified as someone who is outdoorsy or into sports, things like that. So to go into nature has always been outside of my comfort zone. But now that with the heat waves I had to go out and cool down in the rivers nearby my place, I suddenly realized and acknowledged how beneficial being in nature is to me. Just received a mail and I just sold my first original painting ever. This was the high to know that someone wanted to buy my painting, but then I had to figure out for the first time of my life, how do you pack something, how do you send something on the other side of the planet? And it was extremely stressful, but somehow we made it. I'm going to the post office. I'm just going to do the actual packing of the painting. In case I hadn't shown you yet, this is the painting that I sold. Those birds are flying all the way out to Australia. Okay, I'm going to the post office, and because I don't know how to fill the custom, I'm just gonna ask the person there. So I'm bringing my laptop. I've never done that, but let's see. I hope this bag is strong enough. Honestly, as I was walking down the stairs, I was completely petrified, like disproportionately stressed. I think it was a combination of imposter syndrome and just feeling like a completely unfit adult. I thought that me not being able to know how to send this package was immediately impacting my worth. So as soon as I dropped it off at the post office, I stress baked. And it was kind of nice because it was also my mom's birthday. So I made a little cheesecake, which is a family favorite, and we wished her a very happy birthday. Part of my experiment was also to try a lot of different things. Like right now here I am testing my homemade ice cream that I made with condensed milk and whipped cream. So it was nice. It was not very healthy, but it was nice. I was very musically inclined growing up, and I've kind of lost that part of me. And so since I was, starting and trying things again in summer, I bought myself a MIDI keyboard. So I got this one, right? It's the Arturia MIDI keyboard. It's MK2 with 32 keys, but there's not enough keys for what I want to do with. So I just ordered on the same day I received this one. I ordered another one and I'm so surprised. Literally, it took, I didn't pay for the extra quick one, but it took 48 hours and I got this one. So this is also an Arturia MIDI keyboard with this in 37 keys. So I'm gonna open it now. I've been hearing quite a few people tell me how important it is to reconnect with your childhood self. And to me, it was kind of like a woohoo self-help kind of saying. And I bought this keyboard kind of on a whim. And so when I was playing around with it, discovering melodies and just trying new things out, I remembered my childhood self that was playing on my keyboard, I was playing with my flute, discovering melodies, and somehow I could reconnect to that part of me. And I realized that it had never gone. It was just kind of muted inside everything else that I was doing. And to be able to reconnect with this part of my childhood self was actually a really enjoyable process. I ordered and received something else. It's a speaker! And one of my friends actually has this one already, because we do a lot of music outside. I thought it's a really cool speaker because you can just have it around you, and there are different types of mics as well. So I got myself one. Should I say non-sponsored? Just wanted to open it. Of course, the childhood self-discovery thing process is much more enjoyable with an adult wallet, because you can see that I bought quite some stuff during these few months. And I'm really happy, obviously very grateful to be able to do so. And I thought that having all of this is kind of putting pressure, but in a good way, for me to actually produce things. So keep your eyes peeled, because I'm currently working on a little music production. I don't know what it's gonna sound like. I don't know if it's gonna be nice or anything, but I wanted to show my process, so stay tuned for that. And for the entire of July, I journaled. So, oops, that failed, but yeah, I journaled quite a bit, which was really interesting because I'm not a journaling kind of person, but it definitely highlighted some really nice things that I wasn't aware of, and that I'm happy to know. It's not necessarily that it solved any issue, but it gave me the mental clarity to understand why I was reacting, or why I was just doing something a certain way. So that was really nice. I tried to put myself into a discipline. It's not necessarily like about being, I don't know if the aesthetic is like a clean girl or anything. No, the idea was to keep the lifestyle that I already have and just put emphasis on the things that I wanted to improve, or the things that I wanted to dive deeper into. So I did that, and it was really cool. And now that it is August, I wanted to just let my creativity, my curiosity just run free. And for that, I literally have myself, like, I'm using Obsidian. Like on Obsidian, I just created some folders about things that interest me, like how to make prints, or yeah, screenplay analysis, and it's giving me a YouTube video that I've already watched, but like I think that I understand. I have also, okay, that's my notes, and that's University of Brassica, an inspiration folder. But yeah, basically that's what I decided to go through. So following that same pattern, I recently bought myself a MIDI keyboard. I also want to learn how to, produce music sounds very ambitious, and that's not necessarily what I'm going for it, but I thought it'd be super cool to just learn the basics of music production, of how a track is created in terms of, yeah, the drums, the vocals, the if you play guitar or whatever. And because I have all the gear, literally, sometimes I'm ashamed of myself, because I, like, whenever I have a new idea of something that I want to look, for example, like one time I was looking at videos and I stumbled across people that were doing oil pastels, and I was like, oh my god, that is amazing, I want to try oil pastels. And I kid you not, I opened a drawer and I saw a box of oil pastels that I had never touched before, that were already sitting there. But mind you, this is things that I have repeated several times. So every time that I'm like going into a rabbit hole, good chances are I've got already everything that I need at home. So music production is the same. And if that works out, I'll make a video about it. But for now, I'm just doing that.
Okay, so I ended up deciding on just this single snare right here. I can highlight it and press Command D to duplicate it. And we're starting to get...
It's 10 o'clock at night. My mom just called me. My dad and my mom were on a walk, and they found some kittens that are apparently very afraid, and there's no mother next to them. So, but they might. So since we don't know, she thought that they were really thirsty. So we're gonna go. I don't know, my dad said there was a torchlight. That's not a torchlight. I don't know where it is. Oh, okay, yeah, I found it. So yeah, we are going to go give some water to those little kittens. I hope that's the proper thing to do. To be honest, we were a little worried about what was going to happen to those kittens, and we asked for help around the village and stuff like that. And somehow what happened is that there were a few kids playing and they managed to catch the cat, and somehow it was love at first sight and they adopted it. Hey! That's heatwave day number 4, I think. It's 41 degrees today. And I'm so happy because we could go to the river. I haven't swum yet. I forgot my earplugs in the car, so I'm walking and taking this time to talk a little bit. I hope you are enjoying the vlog so far. I thought I'd gather a lot of different scenes from this summer. It's so hot. But yeah, no, this summer I really worked on the things that I wanted to work on. I really wanted to feel confident in my skills and not just have to learn in the urgency of whenever you were, you know, in this situation and you're like, oh man, I need to learn that. Just like gather all this knowledge, and then, woo! There's a bird that just came flying really close to me. Anyways, it was a good summer. It was very introspective. I think that's the best word to put it. Also, I don't know if it's abundantly clear, but I live in the south of France and I just wanted to show you a little bit of the backdrop here. I don't drink wine, but probably one of the best wine on the planet is made here. And those are the vineyards. So it's not ready yet to pick up, but it probably will be ready in a couple of weeks. I think it usually starts in, yeah, September, something like that. And those grapes are especially made for wine. Like, they wouldn't taste nice if you plucked them like that and ate them straight. Also, I wanted to say that although the summer is gonna end at some point, we are preparing to go on a road trip, our yearly road trip. And this year, it's funny because we're scheduled to leave next week, and basically right now we have one destination, which is in France, but we would like to drive up, but we don't know whether, like, where we're driving up basically. Oh, it's a bit stiff. Peña da Riva.